The Nikon Z8 and ZF have both been making center stage recently, for both good and bad reasons. From the Z8 getting recalled, to then be named Camera of the Year at the EISA Awards 2023, to then having the awaited Nikon ZF missing its deadline date on August 2nd, it's no surprise they're in the spotlight. Capturing the prestigious Camera of the Year distinction at the renowned EISA Awards is fantastic news for Nikon and their Z8's reputation. The EISA is a distinguished event orchestrated by the Expert Imaging and Sound Association. This achievement marks the third time in recent history that a Nikon camera has seized this coveted honor. In 2020, it was the Nikon Z6 that stood in the limelight as the receiver of this award, and then again in 2022 Nikon won for its Z9, right before the Z8's recent win. It's worth mentioning that Sony won the EISA Camera of the Year award in 2021 with its flagship Sony Alpha 1 mirrorless camera. Sony was also able to pick up 5 more impressive awards this time around, including Lens of the Year, with the Sony FE 24-70mm f2.8 GM2, and Best Vlogging Camera, the Sony ZV-E10. The EISA chooses the products it awards from the pool of cameras and lenses its member magazines have tested, with the proviso that the products must have been launched within a particular 12-month period leading up to the awards. According to the EISA judges, the Nikon Z8 is a groundbreaking and powerful tool. The EISA awards are not given based on quick first looks or specs alone. The winners must have been tested in depth by multiple panel members. This means that the Nikon Z8 was rigorously tested and evaluated by industry experts before being awarded the Camera of the Year trophy. But with all that being said, where does that leave the Z9? For a better comparison, and if you want to see the main differences between the two cameras, please check out my other video in the notification banner. But to put things short, the Z9 is a more advanced camera, but the Z8 can do a lot of the same things that the Z9 can for a much cheaper price. So it really does depend on what you use it for. Despite the Z8's success at the EISA Awards, it hasn't been without its critics. Recent headlines have been less kind, casting a shadow over this camera due to a pair of product recalls attributed to manufacturing intricacies. These recalls have raised concerns about the reliability and quality control of the Z8. The first recall was issued in June due to some cameras not being able to mount lenses. The second recall was issued in August due to strap lugs breaking on the camera, which sometimes resulted in the camera falling and becoming damaged. Nikon has acknowledged these issues and has offered to repair affected units at no cost to the customer. Some people have expressed disappointment with these manufacturing defects, especially considering the high price of the camera. Despite these setbacks, however, the Nikon Z8 has received positive reviews from critics. It has been praised for its performance, image and video quality, and design. TechRadar called it the Nikon camera that makes the most sense for most serious photographers and said that it packs the same levels of performance and image and video quality as the flagship Z9. Digital Camera World also gave it a positive review, calling it an impressively powerful camera. When compared to other similar cameras on the market, such as those from Sony and Fujifilm, it remains to be seen how well the Nikon Z8 will fare in terms of customer satisfaction and overall performance. While its accolades are certainly impressive, only time will tell if it can overcome its recent setbacks and emerge as a true leader in its field. Nikon isn't only making news with the Z8. The vintage-designed Nikon ZF is expected to launch soon, despite not meeting its previously rumored release date of August 2nd. According to new rumors, the camera will be more tailored for professional photographers. It supposedly will have 2 card slots that can tell us a little bit about the target audience Nikon is trying to reach with this camera. Cameras with dual card slots are essential for professionals who require more storage when on the job, while single card slot cameras are typically intended for amateur to advanced photographers who don't require as much space. Another exciting feature is a new high-res mode that will appear for the first time on a Nikon camera. This mode will likely use pixel shift technology or multi-shot processing to let you shoot very high-resolution photos. It is expected to be a full-frame Nikon Z camera with the same retro design concept as the crop sensor Nikon ZFC. The price is unknown, but it is predicted to be similar to the Nikon Z7 II, which had a list price of $3,000. In terms of design, the Nikon ZF is expected to have shutter speed and ISO dials, a faux leather finish, and a metal effect top plate, similar to the Nikon ZFC, which wowed us in 2021 with its retro charm. The camera is also rumored to have superior autofocus compared to the Nikon Z6 II and Z7 II cameras, as well as other professional features, such as an LCD screen for viewing the settings. Nikon were inspired to design the ZF based on the old Nikon FM2, which was famous for its tough outer shell. The new ZF may not be quite as tough as that camera, but the rumors suggest that it will have a better build quality than the ZFC and a small grip for longer lenses. Overall, the Nikon ZF seems like it will be an exciting addition to Nikon's lineup of cameras, offering a fantastic shooting experience for enthusiast photographers with its combination of retro design and advanced features. And with the release of the ZF, Nikon is continuing to expand its range of mirrorless cameras and cater to the needs of different types of photographers. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out our other videos around Nikon and other cameras. And by subscribing to our channel, you won't miss out on more awesome camera and tech news. So make sure to do that, and we will see you in the next video.